Another thing I've noticed by being here in America with dating is that you guys just don't like each other. Like, men say they would rather date internationally, and women say they just not impressed with the guys here. I've spoken with both, and you just guys don't like each other. And I think that's a massive problem. If you don't like the people in your own culture and in your own country, well, like, I don't understand why you guys are so nice here. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But again, like, the standards are blurred. But yeah, you guys just don't like each other. Maybe you should work on that and start liking your own nation and like your own people, kind of make it work.
Today, the game has flipped. Women say the bare minimum became a luxury, call men trash, but refuse to take responsibility for their own choices. Social media inflated egos, distorted expectations, and created a frustrated, confused, angry generation. The result? Loneliness, resentment, and zero self-criticism. Let's talk about the uncomfortable truth no one wants to face.
Social media has made the 1% of women who are so freaking stunning and gorgeous available to men visually. This has honestly rotted their freaking brain. They think that if you are not like social media hot in real life, which is so unattainable for most of us women, that you are just like no good, you're mid, you're nothing. They will just bash you. But here's the thing. The social media hottie, they have positioned themselves in a way where these men feel like, oh, I might have a chance. Let me tell you something, honey bunny. No, you the fuck you do not. Unless you're Jeff Bezos or some extremely rich man or have some sort of lineage of wealth, you have zero access to these women. So you need to fall in line. Meanwhile, most of us women are happy if you even look like a freaking thumb. As long as you're nice to us, the bar is so goddamn low. Okay, you can look like Thing. All right, you don't even need to be much. You don't even need to really be that appealing. Are you nice? Are you maybe not going to cheat on us for a little bit? Are you going to treat us right? Like, honestly, the bar for men is so goddamn low. And they just think like, oh, look at this girl I'm scrolling through. You don't know her, and she don't know you, and she don't want to. Okay, you really have, honestly, you're rotted. You're rotted, okay? You're cooked. There's no way that the 1%, which seems like there's more because on social media, do you know how many people are in this world? So fucking many, okay? And that 1% of smart women, of stunning, beautiful, intelligent women come on this app because God bless you, queen. You know what you're doing and how to make money. But it has made men have this illusion of availability that they can actually get women like that. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. So stop. Halt. Pump the brakes. You are not all that. In fact, most women hate men. And in this era of having a man is embarrassing, you should be blessed to have a woman even blink in your direction, okay? But the availability of these like super hotties is not what you think it is, okay? It's really not that serious. Y'all better stop.
Her speech sounds critical of men, but completely ignores her own contradictions. She accuses men of living in a social media illusion, while reinforcing that same illusion by putting beauty, status, and validation at the center of everything. Calling men rotted, saying women hate men, and claiming that having a man is embarrassing shows resentment, not clarity. There's no self-awareness that this hostility drives away serious men. A man who wants to build something won't stand in line to be disrespected. If the environment is contempt, he simply leaves, and rightly so.
Hi, I'm in a shitty mood because I'm a 30-year-old trying to date, and it's just painful. Did you eat something? Fucker. I'm feeling rather annoyed right now, and whenever I feel annoyed, I feel like I need to pop off on something, and that something is usually TikTok, so I feel like when it comes to dating, I've been very chill and calm when it comes to my old, like, set of standards that I held for myself. I'm like, okay, I need, like, what the fuck? I need, like, really high standards. Like, I have high standards, and I do. But I feel like with dating, like I've kind of like realized to calm down a little bit in certain areas where I've been so high and mighty and tight with like certain things that you need to have. And I like been relaxed on that. And I'm still just like not seeing or like feeling how I feel like I'm supposed to be feeling. And it's just like kind of upsetting because I'm like, okay, not that I'm lowering my standards. I just feel like I'm like opening up a little bit more and like growing up, realizing that maybe certain things that I used to think were like negatives are actually positives. And I don't know how to navigate it. I'm in this weird limbo of like trying to grow, trying to learn, and you know when you make excuses for someone in your head and then you kind of calm yourself down and then you're like, do I need to be making those excuses? I'm just feeling defeated because it's really hard to like start over for time and time again. And again, you know, when open yourself emotionally up to dating, I don't know.
Here we see emotional confusion mixed with pride disguised as maturity. She says she relaxed her standards, but stays frustrated because she expects her feelings to magically change. The issue isn't raising or lowering standards. It's not knowing what she actually wants to build. There's no direction. Relationships require clarity, consistency, and emotional responsibility. Staying stuck in this endless, maybe I'm growing phase becomes an excuse to avoid real choices. Men pick up on this fast. No one wants a relationship built on doubt, emotional tests, and constant insecurity. Growth isn't bending everything. It's knowing what truly matters.
Please forgive me if I sound heated during this video. I am. I met a girl on a dating app maybe about 2 months ago, and we've been talking pretty consistently since. About a month ago, we planned a date, and up until the day of the date, everything was fine, but then she said she was feeling really sick, and we didn't go through with it. But she seemed really honest about it, and we just kept going, kept talking, and there was no big red flags, just she was sick and it didn't work out. Okay. About 5 days ago on Monday, I asked her, hey, I found out if I get off a little early on Friday. Do you want to maybe go on a date? She sent yes with 4 S's and an exclamation mark, and I was like, okay, perfect. I'm going to plan something and let me get back to you. She sends me a snap video in return like, awesome, this sounds great, perfect. Like, very real conversation with this person. It's not just like some stranger on the internet. All the girls who are hating on me for my coffee date video, you're going to love me for this one. I got a reservation at one of my favorite restaurants in Salt Lake City, a pub and grill. It is amazing. I was really excited to take her. I checked with her on Tuesday of this week, said, does that work? How about 6:30? She's like, 6:30 works great. I'm like, perfect. I'm going to get off work at 4, go shower at the gym so I don't have to drive all the way back home, then drive up another hour from where I live to pick you up for the date, which I'm totally happy to do. I'm excited for the date. Yesterday, I sent her the paragraph, the details. I tell her, I got a reservation for us at my favorite restaurant. I'm so excited to take you. I'm going to drive up to your house and I'll be there at 6:30 to pick you up. Told her, wear whatever you want, but maybe dress a little warm because it's going to be a little cold outside. And finally, I told her, after dinner, if we have time, let's go play mini golf. I didn't want to make it as a for sure thing because I don't know how long it's going to take. She does not live very close to the restaurant or close to me. After communicating with this girl for over 2 months and planning a date, I got work off early for this, okay? I planned it. We've been talking. It wasn't like any red flags or anything weird. I sent her the plan for the date and just radio silence. Nothing. And so I'm like, okay, you know what? This is yesterday around 3 p.m. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. I'm being patient too. I said around 8 o'clock. Does that work? Nothing. And finally, I'm like, you know what? Maybe she's working late. I'm going to wait till midnight. I sent her a text at midnight and I was like, look, I would love to go with you. Please let me know before work tomorrow if you can go or not. So I know to pack my stuff and I know how to schedule my whole day. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I wake up the next morning. At this point, I reached out to her on Snapchat. I said, hey, I don't know if you've been seeing my messages. Please let me know if you can do this. The worst part of it all is that she was active on Snapchat. I could see she was active on Snapchat. I mean, not to be a spy, but her Snap score was shooting up. And I'm sitting here like, what is going on right now? Finally this morning, I just sent a voice message. I was like, look, go, don't go. I would just need you to let me know. And at this point, it would have been really nice of you to let me know earlier in the week. We've been playing this date all week. You've been very cooperative and excited, and I have been too. At the very least, I don't even care if you ghost me. Ghost me before this. Let me know that you can't go on the date. Do not waste my time. And then just silently bail. And I said, seriously, this is not cool of you. Why couldn't you at least let me know? I get back 20 minutes later, and she unadded me. No explanation. And that's the last I've heard from her. That was earlier this morning. So, you're talking to someone on a dating app or online, they're real people. They're very real people. I'm real. And I was very excited. I am so fed up with the current dating right now.
It's crazy to me that there are women out here on this earth that are receiving things like flowers and lavish gifts and trips from men. Meanwhile, I can't even get a guy to flush the toilet while he's at my apartment. The bar is so low for me. Like, my expectation at this point in time, like my one standard, is respect. Respect for me, my stuff, just pure respect. But if I were to get flowers If I were to get flowers, I think I would fall in love. And this is why I can't stand when other people try to tell you like, oh, these things are the bare minimum. Girl, I've never even experienced the bare minimum. So God forbid I get excited when a man consistently texts me. Sue me if I get excited if a man buys me flowers one day, even though that's the expectation. Because some of us have never gotten to experience this a day in our lives. And so these small things that you lucky women get to experience from your boyfriends, your husbands. Some of us would literally give anything just to get a little tiny ounce of that. And for me, that is the basic ask of respect. That is where we're currently at. And if I ever get the chance in my life to receive a bouquet of flowers from a man, or even get into a relationship with a man, you best believe that will be one of the best days of my life.
This story shows how repeated bad choices get reframed as bad luck. She says the bare minimum is respect, yet keeps accepting men who don't even offer that. Then, when she sees other women receiving flowers, she treats it like divine luck instead of the result of better standards. There's a lack of self-criticism here. Why are only these men getting access to you? The issue isn't getting emotional over flowers. It's living in a cycle where basic decency feels like a miracle. A serious man shows effort early, but he only invests where there's reciprocity, clear values, and maturity, not emotional desperation disguised as humility.
Well, I'm not going to pay the check if you're not going to sleep with me. That doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean?
Okay, well, you don't have to be weird about it.
It's just like I'm not really sure.
You
Like I
wasted
don't
my
think.
time already, and the whole thing's kind of a waste.
Wow. I mean, nobody really disrespected me like that before. Like I don't know what the
You
heck.
don't have to be dramatic.
That is not dramatic. Like, do you literally hear what the fuck you're saying? You literally just told me that you're not gonna pay the check if I don't sleep with you. So you were coming, like that was your whole intention. Like, I feel like I was, from the day we met till today, I never gave off. Oh, I'm like the hookup girl.
I just think you're like a drama girl.
Says the man who literally just said, I'm not gonna pay the check if you're not gonna sleep with me. Like, how broke
Obviously,
are you?
you're down. You're just embarrassed
I'm
because you
not
don't want to
down.
tell your friends about it.
No, you're an embarrassing man who's probably broke. Let me see it. You know, honestly, like, I don't want to be a part of this. I'm just gonna, like, how much is it? We're literally having this whole fight over $130. Wow. Cheap ass man.
I think the biggest heartbreak with straight women dating men these days is the realization that a lot of men are just trying to get something from you rather than get to know you. Look at the phenomenon with guys complaining that a girl won't go home with them after paying for the first date dinner. Do you really think he was there because he loves her personality? He's actually looking for a genuine partner and connection? This happened to me the other day. I went on a date with a guy. First date was a coffee date and it went well. He seemed interesting. He was polite, paid for coffee, didn't make me feel weird or any type of way. Second date, not quite the same. Number one, after the first date, we exchanged Instagrams. And then the second date, we go to dinner and then he brings up, oh, I was looking at your Instagram and I saw the photo of you in a Chun-Li costume, which I wore for Halloween like 4 years ago. Actually, by now, probably more than that. And he said, oh, I didn't know you're one of those girls. What the fuck are you talking about? It was Halloween 5 years ago. And I think most women will probably see how that is insulting. It's derogatory. It's projecting that individual's fantasy onto you, me. But guys would be like, oh, it's flattering, like, doesn't it show, like, I'm interested, I think you're hot? Do you really think girls are out here dating because they want someone who finds them hot? That's it. I kind of just, like, laughed it off because I was just like, okay. What do I say to that? Like, that's not something I was expecting after the first date. But then he doubled down, so after I got home, he messaged me saying, like, oh, I should have told you more that you were so hot tonight. Number one. Of all the adjectives you could use, hot is what you choose. This is why the girls love books, right? We like a nuanced vocabulary. We like being complimented on things that are not superficial. And it makes me feel dirty, right? And that's the part that I hate the most because, like, they're not seeing you as an individual. They are seeing you as an object. And unfortunately, a lot of guys are getting pretty good at faking it for a while, showing just enough interest until they can get what they want from you. Which is why the advice, oh, pick better. What do you think we're trying to do? I can't deduce if someone's lying to me with only talking to them for X amount of time. Intentions are usually not spoken. If anything, it's better in this case when the guy makes it super obvious, because I'm like, okay, next, bye. But just dealing with that again and again and again. Why can't they just see women like people?
She touches on a real point. Many men just want sex, but ignores the other side of the equation. Today, almost everything is sexualized, especially on social media, and then there's shock when that comes back as shallow attention. Men aren't mind readers. If the image projected is sexual, the response will reflect that. That doesn't excuse disrespect, but it explains it. Expecting depth without better filtering is naive. Complaining about pick better doesn't help if the criteria are still charisma, looks, and instant validation. Serious men pay attention to behavior, patterns, and consistency, not just words.
I just have to say, I remember why I stopped, dating, actively dating on Hinge and all those fucking stupid apps and just, putting myself out there. Because guess what? Okay, everyone has said, no, the women need to, do more these days. Okay, that's already, fucking weird to me, but I guess. So I have been, all right? I've been meeting people. I've been going on the dates. I've been giving people the benefit of the fucking doubt. But you know what I'm sick of? Giving men the benefit of the doubt. I think giving men the benefit of the doubt is a fucking excuse to keep you, in something that you know is not right for you, and you know that you deserve better, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Why? Seriously, I really believe, and I'm really gonna hold out for the kind of love or, my person to show interest right away, to not be a fucking douchebag. And when I'm trying to keep conversation going, and I'm setting you up to ask me a question and you don't, how much more can a woman give? Okay, we're done. Okay, so the men that are just sitting back and the women should take charge and do this, we are, and you're still being pussies. So what do you want from us? Seriously, I'm so over it. Matched with a few people on Hinge, and I'm seriously setting them up to ask me questions, and they're just not. They're just coming back with statements okay, cool, I'm done. What do you want? What are you doing? Why are you here? What are you doing on this fucking app? And what the fuck are you doing liking me? And then not asking me questions and pretending you actually were the one that liked me. Oh my God, I crept your Instagram and I wanted to see if you were a fit for me, and I was apparently a fit for you first. So what the fuck is going on? Why am I trying harder? No, I'm fucking sick of it, y'all. And I feel all women, stop. Don't listen to these fucking idiots on the internet saying no, the women have to try harder. No, we are. You guys are just not getting fucking hints. And I don't know how to fucking tell you that you guys are really kind of a lot of pussies. You're being little pussies. No, grow up. Seriously.
Here, resentment has turned into open anger. She says she's tired of trying, but treats all men as a collective enemy. There's no self-reflection about where she's looking, how she communicates, or the energy she brings. Men don't respond well to hostility, pressure, and emotional aggression. When everything feels like an attack, no one feels invited to lead or invest. Relationships aren't a competition of effort. They're about complementarity. If you walk in expecting failure, you've already lost. A man of value wants peace, respect, and admiration, not someone who treats him like the enemy before the first conversation even starts.